Grandpa once recounted a bizarre incident about a white-haired snow monster in Xinjiang, which is one of the closest supernatural events he knew of. The story took place on the night of January 18, 1980. As they were preparing for bed, an urgent assembly whistle suddenly blew. The company commander gathered them in the courtyard, with a stranger standing beside him. The commander selected several soldiers with excellent military skills and told them to cooperate with the 7th Bureau on a mysterious mission, but the specific details were not disclosed. They left the camp and drove for hours to the border of a place called Grida in Xinjiang, where the man from the 749 Bureau began to explain the ins and outs of the mission. The 749 Bureau agent said that a strange thing happened the previous night. One of the two soldiers on night patrol suddenly disappeared. According to the other soldiers' recollection, they heard a particularly eerie laugh, sharp and unlike a human voice. They looked around, but due to the heavy snow and low visibility, they found nothing unusual. One soldier asked the other if he had heard the sound, but the latter only said he heard the wind. Soon, the other soldier also heard the laugh. They remained on alert and went to check in the direction of the sound. But the strong wind blew up snow, making it impossible for them to see anything. About a minute later, the strong wind stopped. The soldier behind was astonished to find that the comrade walking in front had suddenly disappeared, leaving behind his clothes, water bottle, sidearm, hat, and a pool of blood. The entire company was mobilized to search all night, but no clues were found. The company commander told them that many giant footprints had been found in the snow, but due to the weather and personnel searching, these prints could no longer be identified. The 749 Bureau agent told them that it was preliminarily determined that the missing soldier was related to the white-haired snow monster and hoped they would be mentally prepared to try to capture it alive for future research and exploration. Hearing these words, they had an ominous premonition and were concerned about whether the weapons in their hands could deal with the snow monster. They set up observation posts, but half a month passed, and the white-haired snow monster did not show up. However, the peaceful days seemed like the calm before the storm, and the white-haired snow monster appeared again. On the afternoon of February 3rd, the unit's procurement officer heard strange cries from the direction of Grida village on the road 5 li away from the unit, and immediately reported the situation to them. When they arrived at Grida village, they were stunned by the scene. The village was deathly silent, empty, and unusually quiet, with tattered clothes scattered on the ground. All the poultry and livestock had been reduced to white bones, and except for them, it seemed there was no life left in the village. However, they still held out a glimmer of hope and searched everywhere in the village for survivors. Suddenly, an eerie laugh came from the southeast direction outside the village, loud and spine-chilling. Wasn't this the voice of the white-haired snow monster described by that soldier? They immediately gathered in the direction of the sound. When I saw the 10-meter-tall white-haired snow monster, I was stunned. It had red eyes, a huge body, and moved quickly. We were about 50 meters away from the snow monster and immediately took tactical cover to prepare for an attack. The snow monster found us and rushed towards us. The 749 Bureau agent ordered us to launch a fierce attack, but it was found that the attack had no effect on the snow monster. The snow monster rushed in front of us, and several comrades were knocked, flying by its fists. It was clear that our weapons could not subdue it. Just when we were in danger, I saw the mysterious man from the 749 Bureau raise his hands, gently tap his toes, and then hover in midair, seemingly reciting incantations. Suddenly, strong winds blew, dark clouds covered the sky, and lightning flashed in the sky, making the sky darken and get darker and darker. In this terrifying atmosphere, I felt my eyes go completely dark, had difficulty breathing, and seemed to be suffocating, after which I fainted. When I woke up, more than 2 hours had passed, and the white-haired snow monster was also gone, leaving only the mysterious man from the 749 Bureau standing there. I went to ask him what had happened and where the snow monster had gone. He slowly turned his head and said to me, "Have you forgotten the company commander's words? As soldiers, some things are best not known." Other comrades also slowly woke up, but they did not remember the story of the battle with the white-haired snow monster just now. The story ends here. Don't take it too seriously. Just listen to it as a story. As for whether the 749 Bureau really exists, and why the comrades lost their memories, it's really uncertain.